How's it going? Ryan here at etrailer.com. Today on our 2020 Kia Telluride, we're going to be taking a look at the CURT Hitch Mounted Aluminum Cargo Carrier. Now, one of the things I really like about this one is that it's going to be a little bit more compact, especially with the Telluride being a little bit of a longer vehicle. It's not going to sit way out past our bumper and take up a whole lot of space. That way it'll make life a little bit easier whenever we're trying to park in our garage or even a tight parking spot. Now, as far as exactly how much length it's going to add to the back of our Kia, here at the bumper to the end of our carrier, it's going to be about 25.5 inches. Now here at the back, as far as the ground clearance goes, from the bottom of our carrier to that ground, it's going to be right about 13 inches. So that's just something to keep in mind, especially if you plan on backing down really steep driveways. And even though this one is a little bit more compact compared to some of the other ones, we're not going to have to sacrifice any weight capacity. This is going to have a 500-pound maximum weight capacity, but I do want to point out you don't want to exceed the maximum gross tongue weight rating on your hitch. Now, the size of the actual carrier itself is going to be 49 inches long, 22.5 inches wide, and 4 inches tall. So that's going to give us enough space to put all of our camping gear in, maybe some sporting equipment, or even large coolers. Now, one thing I do want to mention, our tailpipes do dump out almost just right below our carrier. So to be on the safe side, I'd recommend storing any heat-sensitive materials you might have or plan on carrying over on the other side away from your exhaust. Now, it is going to have a matte black finish, which in my opinion is going to look really modern and good on the back of the Telluride. But since it is so dark at nighttime, it can be a little bit tricky to see. That's why I like the fact that they added on these reflectors to help other motorists see that you're carrying your carrier. Now, if you plan on carrying anything back here that sits up relatively high, and you're still wanting to have full access to your hatch with all that cargo back here, there is a measurement that you're going to have to keep in mind. And that's because whenever you open up your hatch, at some point, the bottom of our hatch is going to overlap with our carrier. Now, as far as that distance goes, it's going to be about 18 inches. So as long as all your items are underneath 18 inches right here, you're still going to be able to have complete access to the back of your Kia. Now, since our Telluride is equipped with backup sensors, what I went ahead and did was hop in, start it, put it in reverse. And I was seeing if it would activate our backup alarm when our carrier is in place. Now, in this case, it did activate it, so that's just something I'd like to point out and something for you to keep in mind. And finally, this is going to work only with those 2-inch by 2-inch hitches. So overall, a great, easy way to free up space on the inside to make it a little bit more comfortable for either passengers or pets. And that'll finish up our look at of the CURT Hitch Mounted Aluminum Cargo Carrier on our 2020 Kia Telluride.